Hello, everybody. Welcome today to the Daily Stoic, day 111. All right, let's get started. Here's our quote for the day. Here's a way to think about what the masses regard as being good things. If you would first start by setting your mind upon things that are unquestionably good, wisdom, self-control, justice, courage. With this preconception, you'll no longer be able to listen to the popular refrain that there are too many good things to experience in a lifetime. Marcus Aurelius. So, to be honest, this quote, I've been thinking about it for a while. It didn't really make the most sense to me initially when I was thinking about it. So I've really had to kind of think about this one. And what I have taken from this quote is the fact that there are things in life that I'll say the general populace or the masses see as good things, as things that we should have, as things that everybody should have, and they strive to get those things. But then eventually they figure out once they obtain those things that they're not really happy. And they weren't really worth all the work and effort and time that they put into getting those things. So let's just take it for instance. All right. A lot of people might say, hey, I need $1 million. And I think if you went out to the general masses of people, especially in the United States, probably around the world, and said, hey, what do you think is the minimum amount of money you need to live like a king for the rest of your life? People would say $1 million, $1 million. And then the general masses of people, they set out to get that. And they toil and they work hard and they slave away and they work towards that, and they will do unspeakable things to other people to try to achieve that goal of making $1 million. And for the group that makes it, say 15% that make that, once they get it, if you go back to them and you ask them about it, most of them will be like, oh, I know I just made $1 million, but now I need to make a million more, or 5 million more, or 10 million more. It's just not enough. And when they actually stop and think about it, it doesn't make them happy. Another interesting thing too about that is a lot of times when you talk to people, especially later on in their lives, and you ask them, you say, hey, what were some of the best moments of your life? What were some of the best times of your life that you remember? A lot of people, I'm not saying all people, but a lot of people will go back and they'll say something like this. They'll say, man, I remember when I was back in college and I was just, living with 4 other people in a 1-bedroom apartment. And we were, sleeping on the couches, and we're eating ramen noodles every night, and we were just trying to get by, man. We were just, we're trying to get by. We didn't have a lot, but we had each other, and we had those experiences. And some of the best experiences of my life came out of that 1-bedroom apartment. And then you just kind of pause and think about that for a moment. Here's somebody who's a millionaire, who's in the top 20% of all the people in the world. And they're not happy. It's not enough. And so you're like, what is that all about? I thought I'd make this $1 million and I'd be happy. I'd be set. I'd be golden. There's nothing else I need. I've got it. I've achieved it. But are you happy? No, you're not. Do you just want more? Yes, most of them just do want more. So for us, the people who are going through this journey together, the people who are studying the Stoics, the people who are trying to become more self-aware, the people who are trying to control our perceptions, control our emotions about things, and trying to set our own course in life, I want to read you this last little bit that Ryan Holiday wrote in this section on this quote about the things that the Stoics valued. And maybe, just maybe, they should be some of the things that you and I should value too. Let me read this little part to you. On the other hand, the good that the Stoics advocate is simpler and more straightforward. Listen up. These are the things: wisdom, self-control, justice, and courage. No one who achieves these quiet virtues experiences buyer's remorse. One more time. Let's go over that. These are some of the things we should strive to obtain: wisdom, self-control, justice, and courage. How awesome is that? That's amazing. And I like the way that Ryan Holiday put that right there at the very end. Simple, to the point. These are the things the Stoics advocated, and they're still true in our day and age. So one more time, let me leave you with the things that the Stoics advocated that we should work for in our lives: wisdom, self-control, justice, and courage. All right. So, hey, I hope you take some time, and I hope that you read this quote. I hope that you think about it, you ponder it, and then you leave your thoughts and comments below this video so that you and I can have a conversation about it. All right? So until tomorrow, I hope that you guys have a great rest of the day today, and let's all strive harder to live like a Stoic.